Hey guys, welcome back. Part 4 of our domain controller build configuration. So in this part, what we're going to do is we're going to look over our adding our DNS, our DHCP, and our our Active Directory configuration. So in order to do this, what we're going to do is we're going to actually use the server manager. So I know that I had you guys click the button to hide the server manager. If you need to get to it, you don't know where to go. It's under Start, and it's literally just it's server manager in the Start menu. So once you have that open, we're going to do add roles and features. You could click the button to skip this page by default. It's not necessary to see it every time, or you could just not hit the button. It doesn't make any difference. We're going to hit next. We're going to do a role-based or feature-based installation. Click next. This is our server. We can see it, 242.242, which we set in the previous video. We're going to just choose this server from the pool right here, right? Click next. Now we're going to do Active Directory domain services. We're going to do add features. And then we're going to scroll down here. We're going to do DHCP server, and we're going to do add features. And we're going to do DNS server, and we're going to do add features. Nothing else in here should be on your domain controller. If you start screwing around by putting IIS on here, it causes a huge security hole. If you decide that you also want to make this a file server, you might as well just ask for ransomware, because if you get hit with ransomware, you're out of business until you rebuild your DC, because it'll encrypt everything. So doing that is, quite frankly, it's just stupid. You are wasting money by putting everything on one server, even though you think, oh, I'm not going to buy the additional server license. That's true. You'll save the money on the server license. But in the long run, if you get hit with ransomware, or you get hit with a virus, or God forbid something happens where you crash or you cause a problem or the system runs out of resources because you put too many files on it, you will cause a catastrophic cascade of issues which you may not be able to recover from without buying an additional whole new hardware server with multiple VMs to replicate over there. And the cost to migrate, the cost to upgrade, everything becomes way more expensive than if you just do it this way. So don't install anything else on your domain controller other than your domain controller, a DHCP server, and DNS. And the DHCP is optional if you have more than one domain controller. But Active Directory domain services and DNS should be on all of your domain controllers. Now, there's argument that you could run your external DNS, like OpenDNS or something to that effect. And yes, that does work, but I have seen more times out of that than I can count of issues using the OpenDNS appliances. They're either not configured right, or they have problems where they access your DNS structure incorrectly, and it causes continuous issues. It's not worth it. You're replacing just the smallest amount of security by moving your DNS from your server to a secondary hosted place on your actual infrastructure. That it causes complexity issues, and generally speaking, techs don't know how to fix that stuff. Engineers do, but engineers are expensive, so you're going to end up paying way more money for really no benefit of doing it. There is ways to use proxy-based DNS if you wanted to create a secure DNS zone where you could set DNS lookups on your firewall, so that way you could filter adult content and things of that nature. That works really well, but OpenDNS it's not all that great. It's not worth it. It's not worth the money savings. So if your IT company is currently running OpenDNS on your internal infrastructure, I would question what it actually helps them do. Because most of the time, if you're having problems getting to the internet's not working correctly, things are slow, it's likely caused by that crap. And that's quite frankly what it is. It's junk. So let's continue on here. Sorry about my tangent. Just 20 years in IT will do that to you. So we'll click next. In here, we'll see that we have group policy management. There really is no reason to have anything else in here. If we wanted to, we could add additional services in here. Again, if you have, for instance, needed for NFS replication, you have old DCs on your network, or you haven't done the DFSR migration yet, you're still on a 2008 domain or something like that, then there are additional things that you could do in here that may be necessary in certain infrastructures. But since this is a new build, we're going to leave this as default and just click next. This is going to tell us that we're installing ADUC. It's going to tell us things about Azure and DNS and configurations. That's fine. Next, next, next. Now we get to the confirmation. We're going to click the button here. It's going to ask if we want to restart automatically. Say yes. If you don't want to restart automatically, don't check the box. Totally fine. And we're going to hit install. From here, we're going to sit here and wait for the installation to configure and complete. Now, once this completes, since I clicked that box, the server should reboot itself and come back up. Once the server comes back up, I will start section 5 of this video, or part 5. Like and subscribe for more videos, and thanks for hanging in there. Hopefully you continue on the process. All right, guys, take care now.